All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. We keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things, because we're curious and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. You can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make the dream a reality. I always like to look on the optimistic side of life, but I am realistic enough to know that life is a complex matter. The more you like yourself, the less you are like anyone else, which makes you unique. All the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles, have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. Movies can and do have tremendous influence in shaping young lives in the realm of entertainment towards the ideals and objectives of normal adulthood. I have been up against tough competition all my life. I wouldn't know how to get along without it. There is more treasure in books than in all the pirates' loot on Treasure Island. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionable. I would rather entertain and hope that people learned something than educate people and hope they were entertained. Of all of our inventions for mass communication, pictures still speak the most universally understood language. I only hope that we don't lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. You're dead if you aim only for kids. Adults are only kids grown up, anyway. When you're curious, you find lots of interesting things to do. Times and conditions change so rapidly that we must keep our aim constantly focused on the future. A man should never neglect his family for business. Animation can explain whatever the mind of man can conceive. This facility makes it the most versatile and explicit means of communication yet devised for quick mass appreciation. Our heritage and ideals, our code and standards, the things we live by and teach our children, are preserved or diminished by how freely we exchange ideas and feelings. Laughter is America's most important export. Of all the things I've done, the most vital is coordinating those who work with me and aiming their efforts at a certain goal. I love Mickey Mouse more than any woman I have ever known. I have no use for people who throw their weight around as celebrities, or for those who fawn over you just because you are famous. Mickey Mouse is, to me, a symbol of independence. He was a means to an end. I do not like to repeat successes. I like to go on to other things. All cartoon characters and fables must be exaggeration, caricatures. It is the very nature of fantasy and fable. Animation offers a medium of storytelling and visual entertainment which can bring pleasure and information to people of all ages everywhere in the world. I'd say it's been my biggest problem all my life. It's money. It takes a lot of money to make these dreams come true. You can't just let nature run wild. We believed in our idea of family park where parents and children could have fun together. People still think of me as a cartoonist, but the only thing I lift a pen or pencil for these days is to sign a contract, a check, or an autograph. Disneyland is a work of love. We didn't go into Disneyland just with the idea of making money. I never called my work an art. It's part of show business, the business of building entertainment. Disneyland is a show. You reach a point where you don't work for money. I don't like formal gardens. I like wild nature. It's just the wilderness instinct in me, I guess. Mickey Mouse popped out of my mind onto a drawing pad 20 years ago on a train ride from Manhattan to Hollywood at a time when business fortunes of my brother Roy and myself were at lowest ebb and disaster seemed right around the corner. I believe in being an innovator. There's nothing funnier than the human animal. I tried to build a full personality for each of our cartoon characters to make them personalities. Disneyland is the star, everything else is in the supporting role. Crowded classrooms and half-day sessions are a tragic waste of our greatest national resource, the minds of our children. We are not trying to entertain the critics. I'll take my chances with the public. Whenever I go on a ride, I'm always thinking of what's wrong with the thing and how it can be improved. We allow no geniuses around our studio. I am not influenced by the techniques or fashions of any other motion picture company. When people laugh at Mickey Mouse, it's because he's so human, and that is the secret of his popularity. We have created characters and animated them in the dimension of depth, revealing through them to our perturbed world that the things we have in common far outnumber and outweigh those that divide us. It's no secret that we were sticking just about every nickel we had on the chance that people would really be interested in something totally new and unique in the field of entertainment. I started, actually, to make my first animated cartoon in 1920. Of course, they were very crude things then, and I used sort of little puppet things. Animation is different from other parts. Its language is the language of caricature. Our most difficult job was to develop the cartoon's unnatural, but seemingly natural anatomy for humans and animals. We did at Disneyland, in the knowledge that most of the people I talked to thought it would be a financial disaster, closed and forgotten within the first year.